that.
Yours.
We going live now. We are live.
Is it worth checking out? That's the question. Is it worth listening?
If you got the time, do it.
If you got the time.
There's so many choices. There's so much music. It won't.
According to this article, he's written over 3,000 songs.
Yes.
How many albums?
12.
12 songs. 12 albums. Each album has 297 songs on it.
Oh man, I forgot some of the titles because my son would just play them and I just die laughing in the car and he's just reading them off. And I was like, for real? Mm. Oh,
yeah.
Anybody tuning in, we're talking about some Houston rappers. We're just talking about Viper because I never heard of them. But before we continue, I want to make sure I introduce what the show is, what we are, and who is joining us. We are Can't Tell Nothing, an improv group out of Houston, Texas. Yeah, that's Tandy over there. You got Dimitri over there. You got John over here. Myself. And we love to just have discussions, chats, talks about anything that's on your mind. We love talking to interesting people. We love celebrating other artists that we know, other entrepreneurs and business people, just digging into who they are and what they do. And then we use all that to inspire improv scenes right on the spot. We just make up these scenes. There'll be characters, there'll be plot, there'll be story, there'll be twists, turns. You don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. We'll make it up on the spot. It'll be a lot of fun.
For sure.
Today, joining us, special friends, founders of CLASS Bookstore, David and Dara. Dara.
It's fine.
I caught myself. But guys, what is CLASS Bookstore?
CLASS Bookstore, founded by my wife and I. We read a statistic in 2015 that said there were only 39 Black-owned bookstores in the United States, and that number was declining. And so we decided to change that, to be a part of the uplift. Nice. So we went on a few journeys around the country, met with different bookstores, and just chatted it up with people. And we made the decision. We took the plunge, and here we are. Just started 3 months ago, but this has been a 4-year journey, and we're glad for it.
Wow!
Nice.
What inspired the trips around the country? What was that? What was the goal there?
To see things other than hot ass Houston, Texas. When we started dating, we both had a love of traveling, and that was always something we wanted to do. So being the nerds that we are, we would always travel with a theme, and the idea was wherever we went, we wanted to find Black people, and we wanted to find a Black-owned bookstore. And so no matter where we go, that was always the effort. Well, a bookstore in general, but usually a Black-owned bookstore.
Do you typically find Black people in Black-owned bookstores? You're going to get 2 birds with 1 stone on that one?
Well, usually the Black bookstore is going to be where the Black people are.
Yeah.
So if we get to a Black-owned bookstore, we can find where the Black people are. But yeah, there have been a couple times where we haven't found the Black people or the Black-owned bookstore. So we failed at that mission on a couple of journeys.
Well, there's only... Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Tim.
No, I was about to ask, where did you go to places where Black people live, though? And then not find them, or you went to, like, Utah and then was like, what? No Black people?
We went to North Carolina. We were in North Carolina one year, in Asheville, North Carolina. And we were like, oh, let's Google, because everybody's like, Asheville is the Austin of North Carolina. And so we were like, well, let's find some articles. And we were staying in a small town outside of Asheville called Weaverville. And so we looked on the internet, and it was like, yes, typically Black people stay away from certain communities because of racism. One of those being Weaverville. And we
Wow.
literally were looking around us, and it felt like all the white people were looking at us like, yeah, I'm not supposed to be here.
Did y'all take y'all chose the wrong door?
Yes. It was like we were all discovering it at the same time. It was like we realized we was in the wrong place. The white people realized we was in the wrong place. And that one lonely black person behind the counter was like, yeah, y'all shouldn't be here. So, it's been a journey.
Jeez. Weaverville.
You cannot make that up.
Shout out to Weaverville, everybody.
Man.
Shout out to Weaverville. Don't book us. We don't want to come.
You needed a green book in 2021.
Bro,
Seriously.
Right.
do not go out at night.
Oh man.
Good times. Good times.
Ooh.
And did you, of the bookstores that you found, like, were there any notable ones that kind of really stood out to you, or what they were doing, or how they kind of constructed their business?
Yes. So our favorite one of all time has to be ISO1. ISO1 is based out of Crenshaw in LA. And so when we went there, I mean, we immediately fell in love with the ambiance. Mr. James, Sam, those guys, man, they really dropped a lot of gems on us. And they were very specific and very practical. As soon as we told them, like, hey, we're interested in doing a bookstore, they were very like, these are the things you need to do. And they were like, boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. You still keep in touch with them? Do they still send you tips and stuff?
So we're trying to get out there. We're trying to figure out how we could safely get on a plane, because we're trying to head out there now that because we haven't seen them since we opened the store. So we are ready to go for our next set of bookstore owning lessons, because it's like they piecemeal the information, like go off, learn
Go
these
do
things,
this.
come back, receive We're
So you
trying to
basically
go back out.
You got to go beat the boss at that level and then come
Exactly.
back.
Right. New level, new devil. Like you
Now we'll give you the next set of directions.
There was an Earth temple,
Yeah, we got
400 meters away.
Yeah, we got to the castle, but the princess isn't there, so we gotta go to the next
Exactly.
Hilarious.
That's how you guarantee visitors, though. You don't give everybody all of it. Just say, a little piece, you'll be back. You just want to make sure somebody coming to see you every now and then. I have to remember to do that. I'm so used to giving information to get people, go ahead, get out, go ahead, bye. I remember just a little bit. Just keep coming back.
You got to piecemeal it out. They gave us the first set of directions. We're like, let's see if you're really serious.
Yeah.
And it's like, we'll come back and they'll be like, oh, y'all really did cut the head of the chicken off. Okay. I might really A little bookstore hazing never hurt anybody, I guess.
How you bookstore hazing? It seems like the people that would not, like, they'd be so welcoming. They want more people to be like that.
They are. They really are.
They are. If you can meet these challenges, then they want you on the game. They do.
That's a tough gang, man. Hey, do y'all have you remember any bookstores in Houston that you used to like or visit?
Oh yeah,
of course, the Shrine. I mean, that's legendary. We definitely love the Shrine. African Imports over in Greens Point.
They have books.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
They behind the Medea DVDs, but they there.
Look out! They must not want to sell them.
Time out. Do y'all have Medea? I didn't see nothing, but do y'all have Medea on your?
No,
I'm just saying. Hey, it's a revenue stream.
Has Medea. We're not trying to cut in on they sales. We will send you to Guns Point to get them at African Imports.
Okay.
But we also love Brazos Books, Boom Books. Those are all good ones.
Those are great ones.
Anything that's not the man, aka Amazon or Barnes and Noble.
Manzon.
Anytime you're not supporting the man, then it's okay.
I respect that.
Yeah, there's some competition though. You know, I'm not. Trust me, I think everybody should make the effort if you're going to buy books. You know, to definitely support smaller bookstores and African American owned bookstores in particular. However, you sure got some competition with a place that you can just order a book from and 2 days later it's at your door. You don't even have to leave. You don't have to nothing. So, y'all have any plans to like run books to people's houses or what's your
I'm sorry, it sounded like Transformers. I didn't
Did my sound go out?
Yeah.
I said, do y'all have any plans to run books to people's homes?
No, I do. That's what we do now.
You do?
If you're in Houston, we will deliver them to your doorstep. Yeah. If you order from us and you are within 20 miles of our shipping center, so we will, which is our apartment. It's just a fancy way to say mind your business. But if you're within 20 miles of our
fulfillment center,
yeah, we will be more than happy to deliver.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really good to know. Okay. All right. I like that.
We're trying to combat the man saying we really are.
I'm so in support of you. I'm so in support.
Let me ask you this. Let's say Amazon or a big bookstore chain comes with a check. Would y'all be willing to entertain it?
Heck yeah.
So y'all will sell out. Y'all will sell out to the man.
Wait, what is the check for? How much? I got more questions.
They're trying to buy it, CLASS Bookstore, and bring it under their own business. They was going to buy you out.
How many commas?
How many zeros?
I mean, enough to retire on.
Oh, okay. Then we're gonna take it. We just open another bookstore by
You just go open a new one.
We can come to recess. They got class.
We got recess.
Come to recess. Come to dropout books.
We cut to a scene with a company negotiating with the author. So, Mr. Basie, me and my colleagues have reviewed all of your publishing, and we would like to buy you out of Basie Books. All right, under one condition. My lawyer over here, Amici, he found some tweets that you have been spreading online, calling us the man.
And we're not the man.
We're not the man. Clearly, it's multiple of us. So it can't just be one person pulling the strings. And you don't know us, so how can you speak so boldly about us? We're ready to give you a check.
All right. Yeah. I'll let you know. I mean, I've built Basie Books from the ground up. It has my name attached to it. They're talking about blood, sweat, and tears, years and years. I traveled the country building up this bookstore. And the man has been trying to take money from me for a long time. So
the man as an IRS or legitimate competition to business.
Don't even act like you don't know.
I mean, there's a multiple mans out there. That's all I'm saying is we're not the man. All right.
What makes you not the man? What makes you not the man? The man is a big faceless entity trying to take money from the little guy. What makes you not that?
What we believe at weownallbooks.com is we believe in our customers. All right. The customers are the man to us. All right. Now, if you would go ahead and just look at that paper towel right there, we at weownallbooks.com, we think you'll be pretty happy of what little digits you might see on the back of that napkin, as long as you are willing to give up that man bullshit talk that you're saying.
No more tweets. No more shouting out the window as we walk up your driveway to give you money. So we can't be the man. We're giving you money.
Giving you money.
The man takes money. We give.
Yes.
You're telling me that you're going to give me money, yet your contract is written on a dirty napkin. Didn't even have the decency to bring real paper into my house. I treat you as a guest. I served you tea. That is warm tea right there on the table that I warmed up with these hands. Yet you give me a contract on a dirty napkin. I got a following on Twitter, all right? I got people who look up to me. So there's only one thing I need to know. How many zeros are we talking? How many of these?
Well, before we get into the zeros, you talked about your following. My attorney is going to hand me this photo here.
Mhm.
Here's one of your followers, Basie Books Forever. And we paid him a little visit. Tandy, we'd like to tell Mr. Basie what Basie Books Forever said to us when we paid him a visit. How does he really feel about Basie Books?
Yeah, Tandy, I'm social media consultant for the man. I'm sorry for all. I'm sorry.
See, you tripping up my
There it
team
is.
and all that, man.
There it is.
But I spent a lot of time with Basie Books Forever. Okay, he told me that he was committed to this bookstore because at every turn, the dedication was fighting the man. That every book in the bookstore, at the end of every story, there's a sentence that says, "and fight the man." Every book, cooking books, self-help, romance, sexual health, it says fight the man.
You need to do it every day, no matter who you are.
Excuse me, Mr. Basie. Mr. Basie, how does one fight the man through sexual education and development?
Well, I have quite the selection. If you want to, if you want to buy a book,
I want to hear your words.
In fact, you need to buy a book. You need to buy a book from this bookstore if you want to support what we're doing here. All right. Yeah. If you want to know how to fight the man, go ahead and read this book.
You talking about?
It costs $19.95. I know you got it. You got it in that suit.
I mean, I wouldn't have wore this suit in here if I didn't have that, if you know what I mean. But we're not in here to spend $20 over a book. We're here to buy a business here, Mr. Basie. So on that dirty contract napkin, that wasn't dirty until you put your hands on it also, by the way.
My hands dirty. Okay.
Listen, how about this? We own BasieBooks.com, but you can still be the face. And you can say whatever you want about the man, because we'll still just be making money, and you'll be making money. We'll both be happy. And this man crap you could just keep doing it, but at least you'll be a rich activist who owns a bookstore.
Wait.
How does rich activism sound, Mr. Basie? There's been a lot of broke activists out there.
Wait. Are you saying I can keep fighting the man and you'll pay me? Is that what you said?
I'm saying you do business with us and you'll have all the resources you need to fight whatever man you want.
Okay.
we cut to Antoine visiting a bookstore owner in Tuscaloosa, Mississippi. Well, sounds like you up to the top level there, son. Now I know I've been giving you tips on how to open your business, how to establish it. Look like you did good. You did good.
Here's a dead chicken.
No, thank you. Appreciate that. We're gonna fry it up later. But and my suggestion that you go against the man and write that in every one of your books, fight the man. See, that drew his attention. See, that's how you get the man to come around and start offering you money for your company. See, I know how that goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
All right.
That's how I got that Tesla outside.
Yeah, all right. But here's the deal. Now I told you that the man was gonna come, but I forgot to tell you, or at least, I had to see what you was gonna do when the man came. But I forgot to tell you, don't sell your bookstore to him, son. Don't do it.
What?
I know I left you out there without all the details, but don't sell your bookstore.
Why not?
Son, you're supposed to hold on to it because we need a bookstore in all 7 corners of the nation so that when the sun rises on the 15th day of the 3rd month, then we all beam up together and we make a Oh, I don't even want to.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you about that one. That scene.
Book cults.
Seven corners of the nation. Seven corners.
I don't know.
Whatever. I was like, are we getting on the mothership? Are we getting on the mothership?
Yeah. That's the whole point of this thing.
Yeah.
Elevate.
Sell enough books, you get a spot on the mothership.
The sun never sets on the bookstore empire.
That's exactly.